The stage me, Judge Frank Cassidy. Hello! Thank you for that warm welcome. Welcome to the trial of Pratik, everyone! Yes! Here he is, or as we call from now on, the accused. Give me a boo! Oh, what a terrible man. He's here today accused of being vain. Give me another boo! Oh, we don't like that sort of thing. As I said before, my name's Frank Cassidy. I'm your judge tonight. I'm here to judge him, but more importantly, judge you all on how good you are in this trial situation. So just looking around the room right now, I'm seeing some empty chairs. Are there other people here? Are we all in? Is this it?
Yeah.
So you couldn't even get a group of friends together. Fantastic. Fantastic. But I just want to just check with you all right now.
The room is big. The room is big.
The room is big. Blame the room, mate. Blame the room, that's what I always do. Just checking here, are you the accused brother?
Yeah.
It is true that they say you definitely are a better looking man than this man here. So in every way, shape or form. And who are you, my dear? His missus. What's your name? Have you got a name? Nikki. That wasn't Nikki, everyone. She just spoke up there. Fantastic. I'd like to see you, Nikki. How do you feel about the trial tonight? You think you should be found guilty or innocent? What? Guilty. Is there anyone here in this room who thinks you should be found innocent? Is there anyone who's rooting for it? What's the charge? The charge is being vain. We already go with that. Pay attention. My words. I'm going to take it back about you in a second, sir. Not really sure. But yes, this man is here. He's charged with the heinous crime of being vain. And I think we've got a great lineup for you tonight. We've got a defence and a prosecution barristers. We've got arguments to and fro. We've got surprise witnesses. We've got statements read from people far and afield. But we're going to get to the bottom of it, and justice will be served. Give me a woo. Woo! That's more like it. Now, sir, I hear you spoke up there. You're actually rooting for some sort of innocent verdict. What's your name? Lawrence. Lawrence the Giant. You're here. Lawrence, glad to see you here. With big gangly legs there. No, it's nice to see a giant finally speaking up for justice in his own way. Lawrence, so why do you think this man should be found innocent? What's wrong with him?
Just loyalty, really.
Just loyalty. Oh, dear.
A long time.
Oh, just
very long time.
Long time. And this is your partner here?
Oh, yes.
Going to say you were, in the essence of justice, definitely this is an unjust situation. You're appealing, batting, way above your average here. What's your name, my darling? Sorry? Dee Dee, that's fantastic. That's a great name. It's a great name. You're a porn star, isn't it? Dee Dee. I was just checking. You aren't a porn star, are you, of some sort? You got your coat on. Are you cold? I mean, we're going to be here for an hour at the very least. You can take your coat off if you like. It's up to you. I don't really feel uncomfortable in any way, shape or form. Yeah? So you're good. Okay, fine. So, Dee Dee's here. Dee's here. Are you rooting for justice too, Dee Dee? You want this man to be found innocent just for the loyalty of your greatly gangly boyfriend? He is. He's fucking huge. Look at him. Right? Do you mind just standing up for a second? Give us a quick look at this. My word, you're a big fella. Sit down again. My word. Okay, well, I should explain the situation here. This is a trial, it's my courtroom, and what I say goes, okay? What we're going to do here today, we're going to go through a sort of courtroom scenario. There's going to be defence and prosecution statements, there's going to be interaction with the accused, and there's going to be surprise witnesses. So I think we should start right now by just having a little round of applause to defence and prosecution. Firstly, would Jan Marie QC stand up, please?
Oh, radio.
Jan, this is your accusing prosecution tonight.
Hi, dear.
Yeah, hello. Anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say?
Yeah, just...
Alright, I'll just say it without the microphone. You just have that. Oh, there we go. No, I feel more valid. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jan Marie. I am the prosecution this evening. My accent is funny. I'm not from Australia, although the accent is very similar. I'm a New Zealander. Unlike Australians, we don't squash down our vowels like our Indigenous people. It's quite odd, actually, though, being a New Zealander in this room, because it's a little bit Lord of the Rings, isn't it? We've got Gandalf and Frodo. At the end of the day, we have to figure out who's got the ring. You're probably wondering why a girl was chosen to prosecute little Frodo here with his hairy feet. It's probably why you're scared of feet, isn't it? It's because they're a little bit hairy and freaky. Anyway, it's probably because the old saying, it takes one to know one. Obviously, we're dealing with a label whore who is extremely vain. And this evening, I've taken great pains to raid my wardrobe. I am wearing a current season Ralph Lauren thank you. This is a genuine Hermes scarf. These are genuine Christian Siriano heels this evening. I am wearing real pearls and real pearl earrings. This is the only pearl necklace I'm ever going to get, let's face it. And I have a platinum Visa card, not because the bank feels sorry for me or because I need a $24,000 credit limit, it's simply because I fucking want one. So in terms of where we are at this evening, I think I've already got you sort of sussed. I'm checking you out in little leather winkle pickers with your chest all puffed out like a little bird sitting on a wire. I kind of realised that, you know, we're about the same age. I'm just a little tiny bit older than you, a few months older than you. We both have incredibly expensive tastes, which means we'd probably be great, you know, in a relationship, except that I've never ever aspired to having a relationship with an inky nugget who's got abs and a Bentley. But you know what? Because it's exciting. It's exciting to think that perhaps, you know, I could be with you, but because they always say, you know, they're the same height in bed, it's not that worries me, it's the fact that walking down the street with you, people would say, hey Jan, is that your son? And I'd have to go, no, it's my boyfriend. And then I would really worry that your parents would have to be called because I would break you at some point and I'd have to ring your mother and say, can you come and pick up your son, I broke him. What? And he'd know all of him, he's really only good now for toothpicks. Yeah, so buckle up, sunshine, it's going to be an ugly, ugly ride. And I'm looking forward to taking you right through the shit fight that is your life. Thanks very much for having me, everybody.
Marie, keep everyone. Now you're probably thinking after that barrage that how can he survive this court? But I've got a man here for you right now who's going to defend him with every inch of his life. Can we please welcome to the stage Martin White here, QVC.
I found it quite interesting that for a case where a man's being accused of vanity, that the prosecution's first thing was to describe how much he spends on her clothes. It's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? I'm here today because there's I think that the charges lobbied against my client are unfair. It's become very clear to me in the opening few seconds that I've met him, which was as soon as he walked through that door. That's that for preparation. He's quite clearly a very misunderstood, light, shy, fluffy bunny of a man, and I understand that your complex character, fresh off the back of a court case victory from last week, so thanks for the pressure. I've been doing this for ages. This is the second case. I've been doing it for 6 weeks now.
Did you win the last case?
No. No. So this is kind of a part-time thing. I see that, you know, I kind of split up my time between doing this and being a Jason Statham lookalike. Which maybe takes place on the radio, so whatever. So yeah, you know, I just want to make a quite quick plea because, you know, I'm here to make sure justice gets served. I'm not going to see this man and his character get assassinated out of nothing. You know, I just want to make it quite clear that I too am here to make sure that he gets a good, fair trial, and it's clear to me that he is guilty of nothing more than being streets ahead of us all when it comes to fashion, style. What else was I meant to say?
Swagger.
Swagger. Yeah. Whatever that means. He's got it. So make sure you, jury, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, be fair. Use your minds. Don't listen to Jan too much. And we'll get this man off. Yes. Cheers.
Martin White, QVC there. Okay, with no further... I'm so sorry. With no further delay, can we please ask Parekh to sit in the accused chair there, right now. Come on. Round of applause, here he comes. Pratik, I'm so sorry. Pratik. It sounds like one of those cheap diamonds you buy on QVC, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Okay, we just want to let's just make sure, as a member of this particular trial and people of the jury, we understand exactly what this means. Right? I'm going to read out the dictionary definition of being vain. Okay, here we go. Being vain is proud of pretty things or trivial attachments, having a high opinion of one's own accomplishments for very slight reason, and being a complete twat. No, that's the dictionary definition there of it. How do you feel about that being levelled at you there, sir?
It's quite fair.
It's quite fair. Yeah, you might want to speak in your defence, Everett.
No,
okay.
We could attach a few other people here now.
I'm sure we could find other people, but other people aren't on trial tonight, are they? It's you. So I've got one important question to ask you at this point of the proceedings. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
He's not guilty so far, hooray! Okay, well then let's commence. Shall we bring out the first section? We'll have the prosecution come back. Please welcome back to the stage, Jan-Marie QC.
Thanks me, that's good, that's the way I like it. It turns me on. Okay, I'm going to put this in here because I can't handle too many things at once. I've got a lot of things to show you this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Some things you might have seen before, some things I only saw yesterday that frankly made me judge you very hard. Now, I know you're probably feeling quite uncomfortable in that t-shirt, so what I've gone to the privilege of doing here this evening is making you some little stickers, making some little stickers so you can feel a little bit better about your Primark t-shirt, okay? There you go. Little one there, and we'll just put one over the other side as well, and then one down there, it's like a little face, isn't it? It's really weird, because you don't have to do yoga and wank at the same time. Like, a man such as yourself, you catch a reflection of yourself in the mirror, you're doing a yoga pose, it's a sun salutation at the same time, just gotta touch it! And, you know, I could ask you to get it out for us all and we could see it, but that would be too small of a joke. So, I've talked to, what's your name, the one tattooed on you? Sharon, isn't it?
Sarah.
Sarah, sorry, that's right.
Crazy Sarah #1.
Yeah, Sarah #1, not the one that you told the tattoo for. Okay, let's call actually, I think we should have a witness actually come and talk about growing up. Oh, look at those big eyes. It's like you've had all your drugs already. We're going to call a witness, because obviously, I mean, I don't know if these people have seen these photos. Just before we bring out our first witness, I'd just like to point out that you don't actually look much like that anymore. Isn't it? It's almost, and I don't want to ruin any of it. Look, there's another one. It's like there's a veranda hanging off the front of your face. I should imagine a man of your diminutive size probably toppled over a few times in the street. Right, a little bit embarrassing there. Is that your friend? Do you know this man? I know. And then the thing is that, I mean, it's okay to have a nose job. It's all right. It's pretty vague.
Deviated septum.
A deviated septum. You know what? You're not on EastEnders, okay? So you don't have any reason to do cocaine. Although cocaine does make a person feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof, which in your case would be a bonus. So this is what we're dealing with here, and the one interesting thing I have, I'm going to just pass these around, I'm just going to start them. There we go. There you go, Gandalf. Get your face in there. The interesting thing is that you had your nose shaved off, which I'm following. Look at the size of mine, mate. It's like, you know, this is made for cocaine. And the thing is, as soon as you got a nose job and realised that no one was going to be looking at your face anymore, you just got your gear off. Is this something you've all seen quite a lot? Just rip it off, just show it to the...
Is that a London cat?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just really admiring of a man who clearly carries around a tiny thing of baby oil so he can just grease himself up before he gets some photos taken. I just have to wonder who was taking the photo for you. Was it the driver? Just politely. Okay. Depends on who was driving home, cheeky. Yeah, so there you go, with your tiny nose and your big pectoral muscles there and your interesting tattoos that look like they were done in prison. Okay, but there you go. I want to pop that round as well, but actually I do want to just have a quick look at that of your brother, just to see if you recognise him, and then I'm actually going to call you into the witness box. So ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Pratik.
He's coming over there.
Oh, he's going over there? Everyone's just going to move around. This is great. Okay, what I've got you, I'm going to actually give you this so that people can hear you, because people can hear me because I have a very big voice that goes with my burps. Okay, right. Oh, do you want a sticker?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, we'll save them all for Dude Pickle there. Alright, so basically you've been called up because I want you to give us an account to the court of Pratik and his behaviour as a child growing up.
Behaving as a child growing up.
But his behaviour as a child growing up, obviously in your enormous shadow. Look at you two, man. You're like,
I'm trying to think now.
I know. You're like the bouncers from
Could I direct the witness to use the microphone?
Well, there are quite a few stories I could tell from when he was growing up.
Alright, do it.
But I'll start straight from when Pratt started drinking and started having fun. So one holiday we went off to Cancun, and my brother decided that he wanted to do his own thing. He thought me and my friend Hassan we were too busy doing our thing, so he said, "Let me do my thing." So I went looking for him. I hadn't seen him for 2 days now. And what he'd done is, he'd actually gone off with the taxi driver.
You and taxis, man.
Anyway, he said he'd heard about the cocaine in Mexico, right? So he thought, let me go venturing after this new thing. So the taxi driver could only get him some weed. So Pratt said, okay, I'll have some weed. What Pratt didn't realize is it was actual angel dust. So anyway, 2 days, I'm talking 2 days. I found him sitting in the hotel, and I said to him, Pratt, what are you doing? He goes, leave me alone, leave me alone. I said, well, what's up? He goes, look at that bird, man, she's looking at me. She's winking at me. I was like, Pratt, which bird? I go, Pratt, which bird? He goes, that. He goes, look. giving her everything. He goes to me, Pratt, what's our hotel? What's our hotel? I said, Pratt, we're in the hotel. It was a fucking bush. He was chatting to a bush. A green bush. And he thought it was an American bird, which he stalked about for the next 2 days. But that's what happens with angel dust.
It does, PCP.
Anyway, another time we were in Kenya, and we just discovered weed. And
I think you should just get your face out. You gotta own this shit, man. You did it.
we just discovered weed, and we used to go into this back alley fucking nowhere, and we used to get it, and we thought we were hard men, didn't we?
Yeah.
We were only fucking like 17. So anyway, we thought we were hard men. We thought we owned Kenya. Big men in Little Pond, but really little men in Big Pond. And yeah, so anyway, so we were smoking by the lighthouse, and all of a sudden, a police car pulled up. And there was, no, a police car, and there was about 7 of the biggest black blokes I've ever seen in my whole life.
Did you get a bit aroused?
No. He started running, one of them grabbed his shirt, and his legs were like Flintstone, you know? So they put us in the back of a taxi, and they were driving us to the jail. So I looked at him, I said, what the fuck are we going to do? And he was like, I know, I got the plan, I got a master plan. I said, go on, what is it? Considering we're in Africa. So he took his Nike Airs off, and he goes, I give you these Nike Airs, don't put me in jail, man.
Yeah, like he thinks some enormous black man's going to be able to fit a size. He was going to do Wednesday's earrings, brother. But then he was stoned.
That's a good move, Brett. That's a brilliant move, man.
Okay,
I can't tell any more because I know there's a few stories I cannot say.
Can we possibly visit Pratt's work habits?
Oh,
Can we talk about the scat man's first day at, say, Johnson Matthey?
Yeah, so he got a job. The whole family was proud. Pratt's actually got a job.
Yeah, proud but relieved. A little bit relieved.
A little bit of both, because we thought at least he ain't going to be sleeping till 12:30 in the afternoon. So anyway, so he gets to. My mum throws him out of the house.
I was 22, fucking hell.
Yeah, so my mum throws him out of the house and says, all right, go to work. So he's like, okay, I'll go to work. So he gets to work, and it's like, my mum threw him out at 7 o'clock. He don't start till 9. So he got there at 7:45, and he's like, what the fuck do I do now for an hour and 15 minutes? So he said, I know, I'll get a bit of kit. So he turned the heating on, and he shut his eyes. He wakes up, and he thinks, yeah, I'll go to work now. Lights a fag, gets out, looks at the clock, and it's 11:30. He was sacked in 7 days.
Good, that's great. Well, those are the three actual things I was going to bring up, and you've done well there to remember those things. And I can see it's been traumatic for you, and I just need to go and have a little bit of a cry now.
Definitely. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should just thank. I think if there is ever a concern that this man is incredibly vain, or at least incredibly stupid, you've all been convinced without the shadow of a doubt. So good luck, Martin. Good luck. I rest. Come on, Martin.
Are we really going to believe that the evidence we've just seen and heard really makes it all very, very clear this man's vain? Who hasn't sat in a hotel room talking to a green bush after smoking something wrong? And I would like to defend my client by saying he was thinking ahead. You talk to a woman in order to get to the bush. Quite clearly he was cutting out the middleman. Bang, that's that sorted. Also, on the we touched on the subject of tattoos. Could we see some tattoos? Because I want to demonstrate this. It takes commitment to get tattoos. Jan said they were from prison, but quite clearly you've got a decent track record of avoiding arrest, even if it is using trainers, which I agree with you. So it was a good show, wasn't it?
I can't believe you're trying to put your
Look at this.
up when you
Look
can
at
just
this.
take it off.
Just
it's
even
I've got plenty of photos.
It's not that good anymore.
what is this? What is this, Pratik?
It's a prayer.
There you go. See,
I'm deep.
he's deep, deep, meaningful, not shallow.
It's not washing instructions.
And ironing.
It's a prayer.
He just hands it to the Kenyan police to read that. That's weird. So you were quite impressed though with the use of the Nike trainers as a bribe. Have you ever been in a similar situation? You look like you may
Quite a
have.
few over the years, yeah.
Have you?
In fact,
Adrian's from Africa.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So yeah, I know what he went through. In fact, it was a cool move, mate. You could have got away with it.
Thank you.
If you just shoved it in the hands, you'd be alright.
Just shove the Nike trainers in the hands.
Absolutely.
So where he went wrong was saying, "Do you like these?"
You having this?
You're just gonna take these. No, okay.
Can I ask the defence, is he going somewhere with this?
Absolutely not, Your Honour. I was taught that the first lesson I ever learned in law school was that bullshit baffles brains, and that's what I'm going for. There aren't many brains in the room, which is why I'm failing. Now, again, my learned colleague is described my client as someone who, and forgive the phrase, it's my first time, doesn't give a tutty. Doesn't give a dutty. Dutty.
Yes!
Doesn't give a dutty. I'm involved. And then he's a bit flighty. Now, obviously, we've seen his demonstration of character. He's got the tattoos. It takes balls of steel.
Pain. It's pain.
It's painful. You get through it though.
Pain is love.
Cried? No.
Pain.
Sweated? No. No. Good man. Love it. You're actually becoming quite quickly a hero of mine. Quite literally an action hero.
You're my defence.
I know that. Sorry, I get confused. And then we had his brother Priyesh. Priyesh, you've been described as an older, good-looking, more responsible version, which is, in my mind, inaccurate. But hey, whatever. It's down to opinion, isn't it? And my opinion is right. So.